Hey everyone, thank you so much for clicking on this video. Today I'm going to be demoing how I receive my own EEG live neurofeedback, how that can correlate with improving the frontier of autism diagnostics, and how neurodiversity for brain users are so crucial for newly diagnosed patients with ASD. Hey everyone, so this is going to be my live demo of how basically the EEG is just reading my brainwaves while I do a couple of questions from the ADI. This is, as you can tell, just as Royal College of Psychiatrists. So this is the ADI for able adults. So that just means basically people who are verbal, which they probably should change that because that's kind of problematic how they say able, because even if you're nonverbal, you're still able. Anyways, I'm going to just be answering some questions, and then here on the screen you can see this is my EEG brain waves reading that's happening with my Muse headset right here. So essentially during this process, whether the patient would be in a clinic, in a testing center, or at their own home, they could just simply put on the headband, and then they just have to do like a really easy thing with the code, which is you could just really use just access your terminal. However, for this, eventually the app will be able to kind of have this gauge process where you can click the app and then you can stream directly from the app, similar to the API of the Muse app, where you don't need to do the code on your own on the computer. You can just stream it from the app, just to make it more kind of accessible for people who are not familiar with like Python coding. And then just another thing that I also have up here is just my pedal metrics. So this is the Bluetooth stream that's kind of allowing me to stream. I don't have any of the API visualizations on right now, just because it's more so just so you guys can see that during this process, the variation of my brainwaves. So let me see if I can decrease this. No, trying to fix the scale of it. Anyways, so obviously I would not be asking myself them. I'd have the screener or the interviewer asking these questions, and some of these are for parent members of the patient or the patient themselves. So I'm going to just do the ones that are for the patient themselves. So let's do, and now, what makes you happy? How would you describe the feeling of being happy to someone who has never felt happy? Can you look happy for me? Show me a happy face. Okay, that's my, this is very interesting because I'm doing this on my own. For me, I would describe happiness as sunshine, as something that is like a candle where it can be turned off really quickly by someone else's actions, but it can shine really bright. Wow, that was very cringy and cliche, but yeah, you can kind of just see how my brainwaves are just actively streaming during this process. Next steps would be to apply the emotion recognition patterning to this, and then have my application carry that data out. So here is just the app interface. This is the front kind of opening page when you try to access it. It's just going to ask for a little bit of introductory data to put into our system. And then please, like it says here, always consult your healthcare provider before proceeding, because they have to sync their account with your account. That process is done through this physician verification. This QR code currently will take you to our waitlist for our website. So it does actually work if you do want to scan it. But again, it won't take you to like the physician verification page because the app is not in beta yet. We're not testing. But hopefully in the future that can kind of be an iteration, and we can kind of get this off the ground running once it'll get approved by the physicians and medical professionals that it needs to. And then, yeah, so basically that's just kind of what it looks like, and then our end page. But yeah, that's the imagination and prototype of our app, which would help synthesize the data and also show it to the patients much quicker and more efficiently. Much for watching. If you made it this far, I really appreciate it. All the links to the different articles and websites that I shared in this through my prototypes will be in the description below. And if you have any comments, advice, or suggestions, feel free to contact me using my email or just leave a comment. And I'm super excited to kind of further progress in the stages with this project and kind of create some new content for everyone. Bye.